Welcome to chapter 116 of Anecdotal Tales of a White Boy. How are we going, ladies and gentlemen? Hope you've had a good week. Sorry we're late. It's late, and that's it. Okay? There is a reason for it. My camera broke. But look, they'll get into that later. It's been a big week. I would say top 3 biggest weeks of my year. And I know that's a big call to call it. Man, it could be the biggest week of my year. Heck, I'm probably going to call it early. This week may have been the biggest week. Who knows? I might top it, but it's only April and I feel like I can't top this week. This is what's happened this week. Just a little, if you were to do a contents of my week, right? Just to give you a little taste of it. Had a birthday, pretty big. I met 3 girls named Shakira in one night. It's not fucking 2005, dude. It's 2019. That would be not that crazy 15 years ago, right? What else happened? I got given lots of food at shows. I got given a Woolies mud cake at one of my shows. That was cool. I'll talk about that. I was on TV. I made my first TV appearance. I did 2 of the biggest shows that I've ever done in my career at the Melbourne Comedy Festival on the weekend. And my camera broke. I've already said that. Alright, it was a pretty big week. I swear more stuff happened. Wait, what's on my notes? And I saw a fucking video of babies racing in the American at halftime, in America at the basketball. That's a big week. I bet you your week, I don't know, think about your week now. Do a quick contents page of your week right now. Bet it doesn't top that. If you can top birthday, 3 Shakiras, getting given a Woolies mud cake for free, watching baby races and being on TV and your camera breaking in 1 week, I won't believe you. I'll think you're lying to me because I bet you are, because that's a big week, ladies and gentlemen. Luke's big week. I don't know where to start. Which one should I start on? I wish there was like a wheel. I need like a spinning wheel, like a game show, and we go, alrighty, and it goes tick, 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 and then it's like, we're doing baby racing. Woo! Baby racing. Come on down. Alright? I will talk about baby racing first. Let's start there. What the fuck are we doing? If aliens were looking down upon us right now, they would be thinking, stop. No. Enough. Let's start it. Honestly, let's start another World War III. I feel like humans have got bored. I'm sick of peace. I think as soon as we start racing babies at halftime at American basketball games, that's it. We need another World War III. We need to cull a few people. That's part of it. We need something else to focus on, you know? We just all need to start fighting again. There's clearly not enough problems in the world. People go, oh man, 2019, it's so bad, man. These times are bad we live in bad times. We live in amazing times. We have babies fucking racing for cash. That's the best time in humanity. You think they were doing that during the plague? You think during the Great Depression, they were racing babies along the footpath? Fuck no, babies were dying. Okay? This is the best time to be a human being, hands down. And to be honest, I've had a gutful. I'm sick of it. Let's stop. Let's just take our... You know what? Okay, maybe starting a World War III is a big call. Maybe I take that back. That's extreme. Maybe, here's a better idea. Let's not race babies. Why? Because it's not interesting. And I'm not making this up. If you haven't seen this online, it went pretty viral this week. I saw it a few times, different times. They do it in America, right? And this was happening, by the way, I'm not new to this. This was happening in 2017, but all of a sudden it's just resurfaced online that this was happening, and I never saw it at the time. Okay? So this has been happening for years, but fuck it. I break news on this podcast. Yes, it happened 2 years ago. Yes, it was barely funny then. But, guys, shut up. Alright, I'm not lying. This is real commentary that happened. Are you ready?
It's now time for baby races.
It's now time for baby races. Hey, man, no, it's not.
She stays up past her bedtime to watch the Spurs play.
It's
Gianna.
This is real.
10 months old. She knows all the moves to head, shoulders, knees.
Age 10 months, and then like they've got facts about it. You know when they call out like someone like, he's big, he's a machine, ladies and gentlemen, weighing in at 76 kilos, welcome, whatever, right? They've got this for babies, like facts. She knows all the moves to head, shoulders, knees and toes. She's 10 months old. Her dad was a virgin before her. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Molly! And then this little baby crawls out. What are we doing? What are we doing, guys? Come on. And I know there's a few Americans who listen to this podcast, and you're better than that. Look, lots of you aren't, clearly, but I know that some people, like, this is memoirs of a white guy, and this is too white for me. We've maxed out. This is too white. This is coming from a guy who has backup wheat bix in their house. This is coming from a guy who ate fairy bread once for lunch at school. My mum one day just put sprinkles on bread and was like, that's a lunch. Okay? And even this, I'm like, oh, baby wasting. Well, I just said wasting then. Baby wasting. I'm speaking like a baby. God damn it, I'm stupid. Right, so they call it all these babies, and what happens is the dad's holding them at one end, and then about 10 meters on down the basketball court, they have like a little finish line ribbon, right? And all the mums are standing there going, come on, come to mama. And the babies have to race. But the reason why I get the joke, okay? It's don't be like, oh Luke, you're missing the point. I get the joke. The joke is the babies don't know they're racing. So which is kind of funny. Like the babies are just crawling, right? And then they just start crawling. And then most of the babies just sit there because they don't know that they're in a race. Dude, imagine if you're a baby, right? And I know that's hard to imagine because none of us remember it, but imagine being like only ever really seeing probably like 30 people ever. When you're a kid, think about it. You don't really see that many people. Like you see your family, you're in the house a lot. You don't go out. You know what I mean? Unless someone takes you out. So imagine being in a basketball court at an NBA game with thousands of people around you, and you're just like everyone's watching you and people are cheering, and you're just sitting there. You're like, why the fuck? I don't get this at home. Like at home, I do this all the time. I sit here literally all day, and now these people are cheering. Like you'd be confused as a baby, right? And then it's the most American shit ever. The mums are like, come on, because they probably win a prize or something. And then the baby just crawls to the mum. This is a thing that exists on Earth, you know? There's people, oh, God, it annoys me. So that rocked my week. Alright, that was not good. Baby racing. So, like, I know it's a weird way to start the podcast, and if you're new, this is your first impression of the podcast, but all I want to say is just, come on. That's enough. Cease immediately. Thank you very much. Alright. The next thing that rocked my week, Luke's big week, was met 3 Shakiras in one night at my show. 3 girls who came to my show afterwards, and it wasn't 3 girls in a row. It wasn't like they were taking the piss. It wasn't a group of 3 girls, and they all were like, alright, when we go up to Luke in the meet and greet, alright, we're going to be like, hi, I'm Shakira, and the next person's going to be like, hi, I'm Shakira, and that'll really freak him out. That would have freaked me out. But what freaked me out more was how organically it happened. So, one of the first girls in the meet and greet, I was like, oh, what's your name? Whatever. Like, oh, my name's Shakira. And I went, wow, that's such a cool name. That is the coolest name. That's crazy, because I've never met a Shakira before, you know? Like, fuck, her hips mustn't lie, you know what I mean? I don't know why people aren't calling their kids Shakira. And then, so I was like, okay, that's crazy. I've never heard of it, other than obviously the famous singer Shakira. I've never met a Shakira. And then, about 5 minutes later in the line, another girl came up with her boyfriend. She's like, oh, what's your name? He's like, oh, Matt. And he's like, oh, what's your name? Oh, Shakira. What? This is where it starts blowing my mind. I'm thinking 2 Shakiras in one night. Get out of here. Go, shoot. Come on, one of you is lying. You tell me which one, alright? Your hips aren't, but one of you is, okay? right? One of you is not Shakira. And then, like, almost one of the last people in the line, another group of girls, they're like, oh, I like the show, blah, 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 going through the names. Oh, my name's Jess, Claire, Sarah, or whatever. They're all just, like, the generic white girl names of Luke Kidgell fans, right? And then it gets to the last one, she's like, oh, Shakira. And I was like, what? And then she got really offended. She was like, oh, I'm sorry. And I was like, no, you're the third Shakira I've met tonight. And you've just blown my mind that, A, I didn't realize there were this many Shakiras around. I kind of thought, like, Shakira was just a stage name. I didn't really realize it was a name. I kind of thought it was like Seal or Pink. You know, you don't meet many Seals around, or you don't meet many Pinks. But yeah, Shakira's a name, guys. Who knew? Certainly not me. So that rocked my week. Not only did that's why I think it rocked my world, because I went from thinking Shakira wasn't a human name to, oh, it's quite a popular human name, and I've been living a lie. I don't know, it completely threw out my week, but I like that. Keeps it fresh. Sometimes life gives you lemons, and sometimes life gives you 3 Shakiras in about half an hour, and you're thinking, geez, life, give me some lemons next time. You fucking rocked my week. So yeah, is the camera straight? I feel like the camera is lopsided. I'm going to change the camera. I know this is bad audio to listen to, but I'm currently just having a fiddle with the camera. Is that better? It looks lopsided to me. Anyway, who cares? This is free. Like, honestly, the camera should be sideways, and you guys should be still thanking me. I should film this whole podcast in portrait, and you guys should still be like, wow, Luke, thanks for giving an hour of your time each week. Nah, honestly, I really appreciate you listening. I should be thanking you. Otherwise, this would be so sad. I was thinking about how sad it would be to be a comedian if you didn't have an audience. I was thinking about how sad it would be on stage. One night, I was on stage and I had a sold-out show to 200 people on Saturday night, right? It was the second biggest show I've ever done in my career, like second biggest Luke Kidgell show, and it was crazy. And it's crazy because I'm doing 15 in Melbourne, and some of them are the biggest shows I've ever done, right? Which shows you that, man, Melbourne bloody loves a bit of percussion. But yeah, the comedy festival's going off for me this year. It's been an awesome run so far, and it's only been a week. But yeah, I was doing 200 people on Saturday night. Crazy. There was people down the bottom, and there was like also people on the top floor of the theater. Like I filled the entire top as well. Like, this is crazy shit, right? And then I was just thinking, like, fuck, imagine if there was no one here. Imagine if this was just me talking about my inner thoughts and tambourines and just weird shit, and there's no one. Imagine how sad that would be. A guy with a microphone just yelling into the abyss. So I really appreciate your guys' support, because that would be so sad. But yeah, so thank you guys for coming out to the shows this week. I got a lot of gifts. So many people bearing offerings and gifts for me. It's very polite, and it means the world. It's because it was my birthday on Wednesday, so I got a couple of birthday gifts on my birthday show, which was cool. So thank you to everyone who did that. But then during the week, people just kept bringing offerings. I had a guy bought me a Woolies mud cake, as I said earlier. That was wild. My mum was so stoked at that. So if the dude's listening right now, Shaz appreciated it, because she didn't have to go get one this week. You know, the weekly Woolies mud cake, bloody got one for free. So she's pretty stoked about how my career's going, actually. That's one thing. My parents have been going real proud of me lately, because they're like, oh mate, you're making the weekly shop costs go down by about $7, because I'm getting about 1 packet of Savoys a night at my show. I got given some Zupa Dupas the other day after the show. Of course I threw out the Space Pineapple ones, but keep the rest. So mum was pretty stoked about that, because we're to go through Zupa Dupas in this house like fucking no tomorrow, because we're all white. And yeah, like it's been just a wild week. I got given L&P, which is a soft drink from New Zealand, which I was raving about a couple of years back when I went to New Zealand, and I've been craving the taste ever since. I've been talking about it so much and going like, I just want that crisp L&P taste. And I posted about it on my Instagram story going, guys, I've got another L&P. Thank you to Liam, who came over from New Zealand to watch the show, which is super cool. And he bought gifts as well. And he also told me that he brought home a gift. He brought home a packet of Savoys to his homeland. Hopefully he shares it amongst the people, and they rejoice at the crisp taste of Victoria and Tasmania's best bicky. But yeah, he bought it over LMP for me, and I made an Instagram story about it, and I was like, guys, I've got LMP again. And then all these people messaged me going, hey man, you know you can just get it at Coles. And I was like, fuck. Right, I didn't know that, and I'm a Woolies guy, so sue me. Yeah, man, the people have been coming out, super fun. I've had some of the biggest crowds I've ever had. But yeah, if you want to come to like a Wednesday and Thursday night, that would be awesome, because the weekends are filling up super quick, and then yeah, the weeknights have still been great, and you know what, the weeknights have actually been probably some of the most fun, because it's like, you know, smaller crowd, and but you know, you get to know people throughout the show, and man, I love it. It's been cool. I like doing the small shows, and I also like doing the big shows, but for different reasons. So it's cool, and the show's getting a lot better. Like, the show keeps changing little bits every night, you know, trying new stuff out, and, you know, cutting stuff, but, you know, I like the evolution of it. So, and don't be like, oh no, I saw the shit version of the show. It's like, no, you didn't. You saw the best version of that show then. And now, look, there's some stuff that I've cut that probably still holds a place in the show, but I've only got 55 minutes in Melbourne to do my show, so I have to pick and choose what I say. So it's got to be all fucking gold. But yeah, speaking of shows, let's do this. I got reviewed this week. Some lady from The Age came to my show, and look, was it a good review? It depends how you look at it. Was I amused when I read it? Yes. Was she amused at my show? Not by the sounds of the review, no. This is what I feel about reviewers. I haven't really spoken about it much because I don't give a fuck. Who cares? But I'll speak about it now because it's come up. Reviewers for comedy shows are a waste of time, I think. Like, some people may disagree, like, because here's what I think. I think the reviews that I find effective are stuff like when Netflix used to do the 5, where you could rate a movie after you watched it, and then what that movie's star rating would be an average of how everyone on Netflix has rated that. That is a smart reviewing system, because you get everyone. You get the people who hated it, you get the people who really liked it, you get the people who thought it was okay. That's a fair reviewing system. Why I don't think reviewers work for shows and live stuff like that is they just get sent along by The Age or the Herald Sun, whoever's reviewing you, whatever media outlet it is, right? They don't know who you are. They're not the people you're trying to appeal to. They're just there because it's their job, and they probably want to... fuck, if I was reviewing my show on a fucking Saturday night as like a 35-year-old woman, I'd fucking hate myself too, right? So that's fair enough. And she has to come along, she has to watch me talk about fucking dicks for an hour. And look, actually, you know what? I don't think I talked about dicks once in my show this year. I don't think I make one dick joke. I'm really proud of that, but also really sad at the same time. No, I think I have one. I don't know, maybe. Fuck, I probably talk about dicks a lot. I didn't realise it. Yeah, so this lady from The Age came along, and... yeah, the thing about reviews is, like, yeah, as I was saying, it's one person's opinion, which I think is... which is why I never read a review for someone else. If it's a bad review for someone else, I'd never go, oh, that means the show's bad. It just means that one person didn't like it. And then same if I read a really good review for a show, I'll be like, it doesn't mean it's good. Because it just means one person fucking liked it. And it, you know what I mean? Like, I've been to shows before, not liked it, and everyone else has loved it. And that's fine. And I've been to shows where I fucking loved it and everyone else around me is hating it. So it's just, I guess you're into what you're into. But the only reason why I bring it up is because it was the funniest thing I've ever read. Right? So, okay, this is almost, see, the thing is, I feel like she was trying to bring me down. You know what I mean? She was trying to shit on me. She was trying to probably lose me ticket sales. I think she was looking for flaws, for sure. Because from the sounds of this review is she came, I'm going to say the person's name, but she came on the Saturday night of my show, which was the best show, probably. I was sold out, one of the biggest shows I've ever done. In the show, right, I do a bit about a song, right, and I got someone up on stage. I don't want to give it away, but I got someone up on stage to play the song on the grand piano, because there's just a grand piano on the stage permanently, because I'm doing my show at the Australian Institute of Music. So there's just a piano on the stage every night that gets left unused. So I invited, like, this girl came up on the thing, like, stage, she played piano, it went the fuck off. I did a worm, I wormed on stage, like, I did all this crazy shit one night. It was one of the biggest shows, I was super pumped up, the crowd was rocking, and I was like, fuck yeah, this is one of the best shows I've ever done, right? And that was the night that she reviewed me. She didn't mention any of that shit in the fucking review. Not, oh, the comedian wormed. You'd think that would come up, wouldn't you? Oh, the comedian got someone on stage, played piano. The girl was stoked afterwards. The girl was like, thank you so much. That was like the coolest place I've like ever played piano in. And I was like, man, thanks so much for doing it, right? So you'd think a little bit that you'd bring that up, right? This was a sentence that is if this doesn't make you want to see my show, then you're not going to like it. Okay. He repeatedly remarked how stupid he was, which seemed to gain some validity when he slipped in that Thailand was a country in Indonesia. I did say that. I said Thailand was a country in Indonesia. And made cheap jabs at minorities, from the disabled to people living with AIDS. And that's unfair, okay? Because I didn't make cheap jabs at people living with AIDS. I made jokes about someone who died from AIDS. There's a big difference. I would never, mark my words, guys, I would never make fun of someone living with AIDS. That's horrible. But if you die from it, expect to be made fun of. No, like, what the fuck? Dude, I read that shit and I fucking lost it, man. I think I'm gonna post it on my Instagram if I remember. That's so funny, dude. He repeatedly remarked how stupid he was. That's the thing. Like, she was trying to bring me down, but it's like half my show this year is about how fucking dumb I am. And then, yeah, I proved my point, because at one point in the show, I was like, yeah, like, Thailand's like, fuck, like, it's like every country in Indonesia. Thailand's in Asia. That's how stupid I am, right? Like, it's so weird that she was trying to, like, bring me down and call me stupid, but it's like, I know. I have, like, 4 bits about it in my show about how dumb I am. But yeah, it was funny that she, like, just hated it, and she ripped at all these other guys. She ripped Frenchie, a new one, as well. Like, it was just funny, man. But, she just ripped all these fucking male comedians. She was just, like, one of these fucking, yeah, got a little fucking front fringe or whatever. Anyway, so, yeah, if you want to see how stupid I am, if you want to see me take jabs at minorities like the disabled and people living with AIDS, then, guys, come along to the Tambourine Tour. It's an inclusive show for everyone unless you're a minority. And fuck, that's funny. I don't even know which bit she was talking about with the disabled people. I make a joke about Stephen Hawking. I think it must have been that. Oh, that's great. But, yeah, so, bloody, the reviews are coming in hot, guys, for the new show. The bloody women, 35-year-old women from the age of fucking frothing it, because that's my demo. But, no, for real, though, I am so stoked with this show, and, the feedback from, you guys. That's actually what I care about, is the feedback from you guys, because those are people paying. Right? Fuck her. I bet you she didn't even pay. She probably came in with a fucking festival pass. The dog didn't even get $30 out of her. Then she goes and talks smack. How dare you? But nah, seriously though, I appreciate it, because I'll probably post that on my Instagram. It's good shit. But yeah, the feedback from you guys has been phenomenal. Lots of people saying that it's better than last year, which is really cool to hear. And yeah, I'm happy with the show. It just keeps getting better and better every night. Speaking of the shows, then I'll stop talking about it, I promise. Speaking of the shows, I want to say that Brisbane is gonna be fucking sick. Okay? Oh, I just burped. Man, I really ruined that promo, didn't I? It was so cool for a bit, and then I just Brisbane is going to be nuts. Why? Why is it going to be nuts, Luke? Because I'm doing a live taping. Here's what's going to happen. You are going to get the most value for money of all time ever in the history of the Luke Kidgell Show. I'm going to be doing the Tambourine Tour and then all my best jokes after that. Which some of them are in the Tambourine Tour because it's a fucking good show. But then all my old best jokes as well. So I don't know if we're going to work, if we're going to do like an intermission or something. But you're going to see a long fucking show and it's going to be one of the best shows I've ever done. I can promise that. Guaranteed. I can't wait. Here's what I need from you guys to make this work. I am doing an enormous room. I'm doing a theatre, a 450 seat theatre. Okay? That is the biggest venue I have ever done. By well over 150 seats. Okay, I have done a 300 seater before, right? I've never done anything close to that. So, if last year in Brisbane I did 2 100 seaters and I sold both out, but Brisbane, I'm gonna need you to double up this year. I need 450 of you there. I want it to be fucking sold out. All right. I want to look. There's nothing I can really do about this, so I hope you guys come. All I can guarantee is this would mean the world to me. It's going to be the biggest probably night of my career. And I'd love for you to bring all your friends and try and encourage your mates to come. Because, yeah, I need you guys to, I guess, help me out on this one. I don't often ask for a little bit of assistance. But, yeah, this show I can guarantee is going to be a banger. We are thinking of pitching it to, like, Stan. So it's pretty much going to be a comedy special. But we've only just decided it in like the last 5 weeks. It's costing me heaps of fucking money, so I'm not making any money off the show. I just want it filmed great and I want it to turn out awesome. And obviously the benefit is there because you guys will get to watch it and, you know, like watch it online or wherever it is. We're thinking of putting it on Stan if we can get it on there. Otherwise we'll, you know, I might put it all out on YouTube. I'm gonna see. I'm not sure what we're gonna do with the special yet, but I want the taping to go fucking unbelievably well, so then we have heaps of options if we want to put it on a streaming service, or if I want to chop it up into clips online, or if I want to drop the whole thing online. I'm probably going to do like an hour and 40 minutes either way, so either way, Brisbane, you're going to see some shit that doesn't get put anywhere. But yeah, I'm going to do the whole Tambourine Tour and then so if you've missed some of my old shows, you're going to see some of my best bits. I don't think I'm going to do any of the bits that are already online because they're just already out there, so what's the point of refilming that? But yeah, I've got so many bits from like the last 3 years that I've never filmed and they're fucking funny. So yeah, I'm going to have to start relearning old bits and yeah, so I know it's kind of not very funny, but that's kind of like a big thing I wanted to talk about. It was, let's make Luke Kidgell's Brisbane show fucking pop. Okay? I need you guys there because it's truly going to be the biggest show I've ever done by almost double if it sells out. And yeah, it's going to be one hell of a night. I'm going to try and get, like, I don't even know. Yeah, I'll try and get like a cool opening act or something like that as well. And who knows? I don't really know anything about it yet. All I know is it's going to cost me a fuckload of money. So I want it to be the best it can be. And all I need really, I'll do my part. All I need is just to bang an audience on the night. An audience that's bloody up for it. An audience that's bloody there. I need people there because, again, it goes back to the thing. I don't want to be screaming into the abyss. I think we've almost half filled it already. But I'd love it. I need like 250 more of you there. So, yeah, Brisbane, it's like 6 weeks away now, so still plenty of time. Let's get those tickets. I'm going to do a live taping there. Bring all your mates, bring everyone you've ever known or loved or met. Bring your fucking guinea pig and get down. Actually, don't bring your guinea pig. That will be no laughter from a guinea pig. That would be very distracting as well. Although that would be awesome, like, comedian gets heckled by guinea pig, and it's just like... That's not what noise guinea pigs make. I don't know what noise guinea pigs make, but whatever. Yeah, so that's kind of just what I wanted to say. Brisbane's going to be huge, and it would mean the world if you came down. Alright, what's next? Oh, my camera broke. Ugh, so annoying. I went to the camera store, so it broke in like Sydney, but then I fixed it again, and then it broke again. I was like, great. right? And this is why all my content, I filmed a video, like I filmed a video about being on TV last Monday, and it's still not out yet because it took me like 5 days to organize a mate's camera and all this shit. So my content's bloody behind again. And then I went to the camera store. Which is where you get a camera fixed. And then they were like, it's going to cost you $700. Who do you think I am? I don't have $700. Alright? I'm a comedian. No one has $700. Like, imagine if you just had $700 like I have $700, but imagine like having $700 where you're like, yes, spend it now. Like, she was like, so that's gonna be $700, and she's like, are you paying back card or? Like, I'm not paying $700 now. Who drops $700 just spontaneously on a whim? Oh, beep, here's $700. It's like, is that fucking savings or credit? It's credit, okay? It's $700. I couldn't believe it, the way she's just went, yep, that'll be $700, and expected me to be like, great, fix my camera. I'm like, no, I'm going to need to think about it. And she's like, really? I'm like, yeah. Is that not a lot of money? That's a lot of money to me. Fuck. That made me feel so self-conscious when she was kind of like, oh, right, it's only $700. And I was like, it's more money than I make in a month. But yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to buy a new camera. But no, thanks to the Patreon people, I will probably be able to get that camera. Well, I need a new camera. It's my job. So I'm probably going to buy a new camera this week, which sucks for me. But yeah, my week's just been rocking. Right, so I was on the project. I went to film a video about the project, which is how I realised why my camera broke. And I was on TV. I made it. I'm not going to talk too much about it because I've got a video coming out about it tomorrow or the next day. Fuck, I don't know when. I filmed it, but who knows. And yeah, I've got it. I was on the project, so they used a clip from this podcast. We made it, guys. We're going mainstream. It was when I was talking about Egg Boy like 3 weeks ago, and they just cut in me going, he's a national hero. And then I got heaps of hate from it, and that's what the video is about. All these people were like, how dare you call him a national hero? And you know, it was good fun. I love that. It's so funny because like my content, I feel like I must just be an asshole because I never intend to provoke people. You know what I mean? Even in my stand-up, even in my YouTube clips, my podcast, I never go out there. Like, there's some comedians who definitely go out there to provoke people and to be edgy, but I'm just such an asshole. Like, my opinions are just so sometimes just honest. I feel like I'm a very honest person. I tell you guys everything. You know what I mean? To the point where sometimes the podcast isn't even funny and it's just like, wow, Luke doesn't have $700. You know what I mean? I'm just an honest person. I talk about my finances on a fucking podcast. It's so dumb, right? Like, that's like every entertainer would be like, no, don't do that. You shouldn't. But what? I've got nothing to lose. What are you going to take from me? I got no fucking money, right? What are you going to like sue me for what? You're going to take my house? Don't own one. All right? Oh, what? You're going to take all my assets? My biggest asset is like my megaphone. You know what I mean? And I bought that from Target. And I don't even know if it works. Does it work? Oh, it works. Cool. Good to know. See, yeah, this is my best asset. This is all I have, right? I'm a very honest person, right? And I got nothing to hide. Fuck, I just tipped over my ukulele, which is my second biggest asset. An out-of-tune ukulele that I didn't even buy. My friend bought me from Hawaii. God, that sounds bad. Anyway. So, what was I talking about? Yeah, I don't intend to provoke people is my point. I'm not out there being edgy. I'm just an honest guy. And I was honestly talking about my opinions on Egg Boy, right? I was honestly just going, yeah, it was funny. He's a national hero. That was my whole point, was he's funny. Like, it was a good video. I liked it. It was good technique, you know, good crack. And, yeah, people just got mad at me. And I was like, oh well, I wasn't going out there to make people mad. That's just me, man. I'm just doing me, and people hate it. I'm doing me, and people are like, stop. We hate it. But you know what? Some people love it. So it's, you know what it is? I've worked out definitely the more hate you have, I realize it's a good thing, because the more hate you're getting, the more people who really like you. And I think it's shown on this year's tour. Like, just even people coming along. I've literally, look, this is a good flex, but look, and again, I'm too honest, and I shouldn't be talking about this in my podcast, but I'm just super proud of it, so I'm going to say it. Fuck it, I don't care. Over 1,000 people have already got tickets to my Melbourne Comedy Festival show, just in Melbourne. So that's the most, like, that's crazy. That's the most I've ever sold. And I don't know what it is. I don't know what's changed this year. I don't think I've even got bigger online. I think it's the tambourine, man. I'm just a marketing genius, but it's not even that. I think it's just, I've been doing it for a few years now, and it's awesome to see people are loving what I'm doing. So yeah, thank you guys so much. It's been surreal. I know I've been talking about shows a lot. It's just all I can think about at the moment. When I get in my festival mode, all I think about is tambourines and dick jokes, right? That's what my life is. But I've been seeing a few cool shows as well. If I can recommend a few to you, go see Nick Kappa. I love his shit. He's so funny. Go see Brett Blake. I watched his show the other night. It was awesome. And yeah, there's heaps of others, but like, just like, those are I've only seen a few. I've seen Ben Knight's show as well. Like, there's all these great comedians out there who you might have heard of because they're not very big online or whatever. But I'd always recommend you take a chance on someone that you think you might like. So yeah, I've been seeing a couple of shows on my nights off, which has been super relaxing because it's been like a really busy week. I've been going in every night to do the show, and yeah, man, I've been meeting all you. It's been awesome. I meet every single person after the shows. I've been also doing some opening spots for the Fairbairn Boys and Isaac as well. So I've been like doing 3-4 gigs a night, including my show. So yeah, man, I'm just wanting to get so much better. I'm just like, I can feel myself getting better as a comedian every night because I'm just doing it so much. And that's the dream. I just want to do comedy, and I'm bloody doing it thanks to you guys. There is, what else? I feel like I need to talk about something else. Let's talk about something funny. Nope, turns out I got nothing. Oh, okay. This is, I'm thinking of starting a new segment, guys, called Video Ideas That Never Made It. And yeah, I'm thinking of bringing it in. Also, thinking of bringing the fun fact back. I'm not sure if I should do it today. I haven't actually looked up any before, but I guess I could look up some now. I'll just DuckDuckGo fun facts. Okay, I can do it now. Anyway, I'll do that later in the podcast. I might have to pause it maybe, and I'll get a fun fact up. But yeah, so I'm thinking before that we could do a new segment called Video Ideas That Never Made It, because I was going through my phone before the podcast, going like, I wonder what ideas I've written down this week, and this was from about 3 months ago. I remember crying, laughing at the time at this video idea. And now when I look at the title, I don't even remember what it was. All I've written down was, like, I wanted to do a video, right, on my YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram called If Kisses Were Farts. And I think the idea was, I think me and Meg one time, me and my girlfriend, were stuffing around, right, and I think she must have, like, I think she was trying to kiss me, and I went, and then I was like, imagine if kisses were farts and then farts were kisses, right? So like the whole time is like you're blowing someone a kiss, you're like, It's not funny. I know there's none of you laughing right now. I know that shit. I know you're all sitting there going, why the fuck do I subscribe to this? And that's fine, right? Not every idea I churn out is gold. I'm only human, okay? And once again, I'm honest, all right? And this was an idea I had. This was an idea that I had and thought this will be good, right? So this is why this segment exists. I break it down. I talk about what I was thinking at the time, and I remember crying, laughing, and then for about a day, whenever every time like Meg would try and kiss me or something, I just went. If kisses were farts, that's so fucking funny. And then the punchline of the video was gonna be like, so I've been like going, like different ways to kiss. You know, like how French people kiss like each side of the cheek, like two separate kisses. I was gonna go, fuck, that's funny. Man, maybe I should do this video. It's so stupid though. I can't put that out. Maybe I'll just make it for the podcast group or something. It could be like a Patreon only content. Oh fuck. Yeah, the punchline of the video was gonna be just like, because it's been farts. It's gonna be if kisses were farts the whole time, and then at the very end, I was gonna do a fart and then go like cock my butt up, and then it just go and then my butt was gonna do a kiss sound. That's comedy, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I'm not saying, like, there's a reason why I didn't do that video, okay? Because I do have some quality control over my videos. Yes, I'll do a space pineapple trick shot video, but that holds a necessary place on my channel. But I don't know, if kisses were farts, I just don't think that one makes the cut, guys. But you know, maybe I'll do it next week if I come up with another dumb video idea that never made it. So yeah, that was video ideas that never made it. Alright, that's the opener. It's just me clapping. And alright, let's do some fun facts, guys. Let's do it. What the hell? Tragedy facts for kids.com. I want fun facts, not tragic facts. Why did that come up when I searched fun facts? Alright, guys, let's do a fun fact. It's time to bring it back. The reason why... Oh, by the way, if you're new to the podcast, you don't even know what the fun fact is. How rude of me. It's a segment I used to do in, I would say, the first 50 episodes. And there's been a lot of underground heat. A lot of chat, you know? A bit of groundswell. It's been brewing underneath, you know? I see it in the comment sections occasionally. I see it in the podcast group. It's been in the Patreon group chat, the Discord this week, which you can join if you want to join the Patreon. And yeah, there's been a lot of chat going like, you know, maybe some more fun fact, and maybe that's what we've been missing. Maybe that's what this podcast needs to take it to the next level. And guys, I hear you. You know, I hear your whispers. I'm not deaf. Okay, I hear it floats in and out. I'm like, oh, fun fact, what's that? And then for ages I've been going, maybe, don't know. I might bring it back. And then this week I thought, hey, I'm always in the mood for a bit of fun. And so if you're new, yeah, this is one of the original segments of the podcast. I did it every week, and I guess if it goes well this week, if there's a lot of good feedback, you know, coming through about the fun fact, we might have to bring it back permanently. So guys, this is the fun fact. I don't know. I guess I haven't really found one. I usually get one ready, but this is like probably the most unprepared fun fact. Okay, this one's very fun. Okay, I found a fun one. I think we'll start it off with this one. Guys, this is the fun fact. And by the way, after I do the fun fact, we sound a fun fact horn. Actually, I don't have a horn. Do I have a siren? Alright, today we're going to sound the fun fact megaphone siren afterwards, to indicate that we're having fun. Originally we used to have a fun fact horn, but you know, it was a pain in the ass to edit in. So today we're just doing the after we do it. Alright, and that's how we know that the fun fact is complete. Okay guys, brace yourselves. The most people ever killed in a balloon accident was 19 when a hot air balloon caught fire over Egypt in 2013. The passengers were all tourists on a sightseeing trip, along with the pilot. A single passenger survived the incident. The second part's not so fun, but that first part about 19, that stat, it's quite a fun fact. So there we go, a lot of fun. Glad I brought that back to the podcast, that segment. Now, if you didn't find that fact fun, I don't know why. Look, if you didn't find it fun, then that's why I stopped doing it. Because there are a lot of people not having fun during it. But look, let me know, I guess, if you want me to continue the fun fact. If you had an enjoyable time then great. I'd love to continue it. Otherwise, you know, if you didn't find it fun, hey, also let me know. You know, but yeah, man, there's a I feel like there's still fun to be had here with these facts. So guys, that was a fun fact. You guys have been a great audience. But before we end the podcast, I've got to do the knock. All right, people have been knocking me up. And if you want to knock me up, join the Patreon. That's the official communication with the podcast. Why? Because we're simplifying things now. I don't have time for emails. All right, I'm a busy guy. You know, I'm working around the clock. I'm duck going because I don't have time for all Google search results. And honestly, I had a Gmail account, and I'm pretty anti that on the podcast these days. I needed like a DuckDuckGo email, right? Okay, we've got 8 people have knocked me up this week. Actually, 6. Optus knocked me up twice. They offered me a 15% recharge discount. Hey Optus, we're still warring. Don't try and slide into my DMs, alright? Don't try and... Optus can't knock me up. You're not on the Patreon. How dare you send me unsolicited text messages, Optus? Who are you, Clive Palmer? Get the fuck out of my phone, alright? That's like when U2 put their album on everyone's iPhone. Everyone's like, we didn't ask for this. No one ever asks for freaking, oh, hey, this is Optus here. Do you want a discount? And you think, no, just fuck off. I'll pay full price if you leave me the fuck alone, Optus. Okay? Because it's so hard to have a war with someone and then them sliding into your DMs. The Nazis weren't sliding into America's DMs in World War II going like, oh, do you want 15% off? No. Just fight. You know, let them war. It's ridiculous, right? Oh, I've been bloody... This is off topic, but this has been pissing me off this week, alright? Again, I'm not afraid to name companies on this podcast. I mean, I should be, because they could probably sue me, but it's not defamation, it's truth. Delta Force Paintball. Stop texting me. I did paintball there once, about a year and a half ago, and every month I get some bullshit offer to play paintball. Even in June. Who the fuck wants to play paintball in June? Like, oh, cold, rainy, muddy. Now let's shoot each other with paint. No. Get out. And I've tried to unsubscribe. That's what annoys me. When you get those, like, you give like a company your phone number, right, for something that you did once, like 2 years ago, and then it goes, would you like to unsubscribe? And I was like, yes, I hate this. Alright, please let me unsubscribe. I click the unsubscribe button, text unsubscribe to whatever, go on their website. I've tried 3 different ways to unsubscribe, right? And it won't let me. I've even got one of our radio producers. He once tried for 5 minutes to unsubscribe me from Delta Force Paintball text messages. No luck. And now it pisses him off as well. Pisses off James because he hates that stuff. He doesn't like when technology fails him, and he tried for 5 minutes to unsubscribe me from these texts, and he couldn't get it done. And every time I get a text from Delta Paintball, not only does it piss me off now, it pisses off our radio producer, James. So Delta Force Paintball, I know none of you will listen to this podcast, right? But god damn it, it's annoying. Alright, so these people have knocked me up. Sorry, guys, I have to get that off my chest. Alright, this first one is, what up, Luke? What's better, iCarly or Drake and Josh? This is going to be an unpopular opinion to many. I know this because I almost think I'm wrong on this, and I'm only speaking out of ignorance. I feel like someone who likes Jats right now. You know what I mean? I'm going to be pro iCarly because I don't know enough about Drake and Josh. Now I might have just lost a few people, and you know what? That's what honesty gets you, guys. It doesn't make you friends, you know, but I speak from the heart. I kind of just didn't watch Drake and Josh that much. I've obviously watched it before, and I know it's funny, and I'm not saying it's a bad show. All I'm saying is I've seen a lot more iCarly back in the day on Disney when it was popping, and so I'm gonna have to say I'm an iCarly guy. But I would say option C. I'm definitely far more pro Hannah Montana, and I know Hannah Montana came up on last week's podcast as well, but sue me. It's a great show. Hannah Montana, Wizards of Waverly Place went off. Bloody Selena Gomez back in the day was popping. But yeah, I would say Hannah Montana was the funniest because Rico and Oliver just like they just got it done. You know, they're just 2 dudes out there killing it. But yeah, out of iCarly or Drake or Josh, definitely iCarly. But I know that's an unpopular opinion, and a lot of people will disagree. This one is from. I don't know, it says keep me anonymous. Hey Luke, Keep me anonymous. All right. So your name's Jeff. I was wondering if you could give some. I was wondering if you could give some advice. Hey, I can. I have been talking to this girl. Oh, okay. This is such like. I bet you he's like 16. I've been talking to this girl every day for about 6 months. Friend zone. If you haven't got in with her yet, she ain't keen. Oh, you know what? Some girls are also shit at making a move. And have developed a huge crush on her. Ooh, Jeff's in love. Manama in love. I didn't think too much of it until me, her, and a couple of my friends watched a movie. Yeah, dude, she's one of the boys. What do you mean? Me, her, and a couple of my friends. It's not even a date. You shouldn't read into that. Hang on, I haven't finished reading it. She might have slipped a finger in his ass. It might get serious. Me, her, and her friends watched a movie, and she proceeded to start leaning on me. That was a letdown. And putting her head on my shoulder. Man, use a condom if you're gonna do that, dude. Wouldn't want to be doing any unprotected leaning. That's how you get girls pregnant. Head on the shoulder. That's crazy. I can't believe you're sending that into a podcast. Jesus. Just like send in some tame shit. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, leaning, and you're just sending that to strangers? Who sends off a text? Like, have a bit of respect and talk about anal, you piece of shit. Nah, I'm kidding, Jeff. You sound like a real stand-up guy. She proceeded to start leaning on me and putting her head on my shoulder. Should I pursue this or just leave it? And by the way, I'm generalizing. I don't know if this is a guy or girl. This could be a girl talking about another girl. Could be a guy. So I've got no idea. But just doesn't really matter what the gender is. I don't really know what you mean by should I pursue this. Pursue what? Like, is there anything to pursue? Am I being the arsehole here? I think you've read into something. Look, that is pretty flirtatious, leaning on someone, I guess, if you're watching a movie. Some girls are like that. It just depends on her. If you think that's a flirty move for her, then definitely pursue it. But if that's something that you might do to other people as well, then yeah, maybe you've just read into it. And then it was thanks, loved the show. Hey, thanks for coming out to the show. So yeah, my advice would be, if that's like what her deal is, like she does that to people all the time and she's just one of those people who's like, oh my god, affection, and then maybe you're reading into it and she mightn't be keen. But if she like never does that to other people and she's just doing it to you, that's definitely flirting and you should definitely pursue that. So I would just say, read her vibe, like what does she do with other people? If that's flirty for her, then definitely she's keen. But if that's just what she does, if that's just run-of-the-mill shit, then sorry, bruh. You're being friend-zoned. Alright, guys. I don't know how many. I think the other ones... Can more people knock me up this week, okay? I'll post the number again in the Patreon. I haven't posted the number for 3 weeks, so it's probably a bit confusing. Guys, thank you so much for listening again to this podcast. It's been a big week. This was mainly just an update podcast, this one. It's been 50 minutes of just Luke's big week. Yeah, I hope you guys have had a good week. I just want to say thank you guys so much to everyone who's coming out to the shows. This week has been unbelievable. It's been super busy. There will be some content coming soon online and stuff. I've just had a shit time with my camera breaking. I've been doing like 4 shows a night, every single night, so I've been fucking tired. And yeah, I've been spending the majority of my day just working on the show and like just lots of marketing and promotion and stuff like that. But yeah, it's all boring. But yeah, it's been a big week. So thank you very much for listening, guys. Leave a review on iTunes. It helps a lot. Tell a friend if you like the podcast. And I'll see you guys next Monday. Sorry it was late this week. We'll be back on board next Monday. Yeah, yeet. Oh, I regret that.